This is a pot, sits on a rail, and got a squash plant planted in there. Got several squash on there. I see 3 squash on there. So we might get some. But it'd do better if it was in the ground. I wish somebody tell me what the name of these things. I think it's something called like a bromelade or something like that. Anyhow, I got one of these out of somebody's yard. They told me I can have one. And that's it right there. I call that the mother plant. And off of that mother plant, I got this one here that's kind of bigger than the mother plant. I got that one over there. And I got this one. And there's 2 right there. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. So off of that one plant, I got 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 babies off of that one plant. But I don't know what they are. I think it's bromelade, something like that. Something like that. And this is a potato. Actually, I got 2 of them that was growing. They started growing eyes. They were in the drawer. I didn't know they were in there. I think I'm gonna cut 1, 2, 4 pieces off of that and put them in the ground. And I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3 off of that. And I'm gonna put them in the ground. And this here is my gardenia that Lisa Kleckner sent me. And it done real good there for a while, and then all of a sudden it started drying up. I don't know what happened to it. But I've had it in the pot. I'm going to put that in the ground out there somewhere. Maybe it'll do better. But that's the plan anyway. All right. Can y'all see them? 1, 2, 3. Got 4 peppers right there. Got 1 pepper over there. And over there I got 2 peppers. Over here I got 3 peppers. These are tame jalapenos. And there's actually 4 plants, and 2 of them is tame jalapenos, and 2 of them are banana peppers. I won't get much out of these, but I'll get something out of them. And this too is in one of them pots. These things they hold a lot of dirt, and they sit pretty steady on that rail. My daughter put a bunch of lettuce in here, but I don't think it's gonna do any good in there. It's probably do. You can get a little lettuce off of it. Not a lot. Lettuce, you need a whole bed somewhere. This is that paracactus, and it's pretty big. I guess from the ground up, it's about 4 feet tall. And this right here is my that is a Japanese plum, or a whqat. I started that from seed. I was going to start a bunch more, but when they started coming in, I could get seed. Guess where I was at? My butt was laying up there in the hospital. And this is devil's backbone, and I cut it way back. It was looking really scraggly and bad. And my daughter said I butchered it. Now, she's saying this was her mama's plant. It may be, but I can't remember. It may be. But at one point it was looking really good. Then it got let go. Now this is all the stuff I cut off of the devil's backbone. I'm gonna get a bunch of cuttings off of these and start some more in some small pots. And this is a honey dewdrop. It needs to go in the ground. This is a ponytail palm. These things are awful slow growing. I've been trying to speed it up a little bit. What happens, these things start out with these little leaves on them like that. And as the bottoms die off, you can I wanted to and as it goes up, it'll be making a tree trunk. There's one down the street in this man's yard. It's about 8 foot tall. I asked him, could I have it? Yeah. He said, you know how long it took me to get it to where it is now? No, he said about 10 years. But it's tall. This will eventually get tall like that. But we'll see. I don't know how often you're supposed to break them bottom leaves off. This tomato plant right here, boy, it's really doing good. It is growing like crazy. It's got tomatoes on it. Look at that. Yeah, there's one down there. It's really putting them. I need to put some eggshell powder in this thing for calcium. You don't want them to start getting that rot on the ends. But it's really kicking butt. I expect it to grow another couple of feet. I expect. Now this is squash in here. And it's got a bunch of blooms on that thing. And there's cucumbers over here on this other side. That's squash. I don't see any cucumbers yet. Where they're climbing up the thing. Them sticks my daughter put in there for them to climb on, they ugly. They're ugly. This is that area where we had all those Mexican tulips. Now that's butternut pond. Well, she's wanting to get a few off of that. She probably will. And that is knockout roses. This is kind of a white color. The one down there is a red. Now, look at that pepper. This is tame jalapenos. Tame jalapenos. And it's gonna have a bunch more on it. Same thing over here. I see a couple on there. Now, this is them things they call a corn plant. Now, Jennifer thought that was dead, but guess what? Look at that new growth right there. That's coming back. That's coming back. That's ginger. Pinecone ginger lily. This is camellia. I wonder if I can do any cuttings off of that right now. That is all that you see there is ginger. Pinecone ginger lily. and baby elephant ears. Okay, this is a weed, but I like it. And I cut it off at the ground every year and it keeps coming back. I think it's pretty. Does anybody know what that is? The flowers are not very big, but they come back. That doesn't have any smell to it, but it's a weed. Alright, little oranges coming on there. That'll be December before they're ready, but they're all over it. All over it. Can y'all see them seed pods in there on that sago? There's two big old pods on there. Later on this fall, I will get seeds off of them and try to start me some more sagos. And got one. You can see one down in there. There's probably a couple more. Probably a couple more. I see some new growth up there. Yeah, I'm gonna start me some more sagos. Now, I've got some more dead limbs on this hibiscus here. I'm gonna cut them off. They make good steaks. I cut a bunch off right over there the other day. But they make good steaks. Okay, I'm gonna do some more cuttings on this rubber plant. That's gonna be one there, and I'm gonna take one there. I'm gonna take one over there. One up there, and one right over there. Gonna get them started. I wonder what these are. This is some kind of an evergreen. It might be some kind of a cedar, but it sure got a lot of little buds on it. I'll have to watch that. But they're covered with the buds. Yes, they are. This is on Clyde's land. You know, the man with the $5,000 lawnmower. Yeah, they're just covered with them little blooms of some kind. I wonder if that makes a little cone or something. I'll have to watch that. I'll keep you posted. You know, I tried to get seeds. Well, I did get seeds off this mimosa when it grows in pods. And I could not get them things to germinate. Couldn't get it to do it. I don't know what the trick is on there. I'll have to look that up. You know, This looks like just a pile of shrubs and stuff. But I might not be able to pull them off. Anyway, under this is a whole bed of mature aloe plants. And I would like to talk to the people in this house right here if it's on their property. Now there's some Japanese plums up here. There's one right there. And it had a bunch of fruit on that thing a while back, but I see new growth. But I don't see anything that could be harvested right now. Bunch of new growth. They've been cutting a bunch of trees in here. I wonder if they're fixing to build something. I wonder. They sure cut a bunch of stuff down. I wonder what they're gonna build in here. You know, this place used to be a little car lot here. And now, somebody has put something in here called Trailblazers. It's a food trailer. Ribs, chicken, pulled pork. We're highly flavored. Welcome to Trailblazers Barbecue. And they got liquor signs up here, but I don't think that's what that's about. I think liquor's down there. I think. Across the street in the median there's a bunch of teddy bears and stuff. Somebody must have been an accident or somebody was killed right here. Ain't no telling. Well, I've noticed this place here. In the last 2 years, there's been about 3 or 4 places tried their luck here. Right here it says, we fry fish snappers, fresh fish, shrimp, and chicken. And it's not open yet. It's coming soon. Philly steak with 3 wings. 8 wings, fries, and drink, $10.99. Where's that? $20 wings, $20.99. That's about $1 a piece. To me, that's not worth it. Lunch special, $6 every day from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Served with fries and drink. Choose one item. Livers, gizzards, 5 wings, 10 shrimp. Now the livers, I would like that. I love chicken livers. Wonder when they're opening. Well, I don't have any. Well, yes, I do too. I got some money somebody left me in my PayPal on my YouTube channel. Somebody left me, and boy, it was a godsend. Somebody put a roof over this. They already got a thing up. Chicken livers, $7.99 for the large. Wow. Wow. Wonder how many livers you get in that. Oysters. Wow, they got a lot of good stuff. Onion ring, calamari, side of rice, corn on the cob. Where's the livers? See. I do not like gizzards. I won't eat gizzards, but I'll eat livers. And I'll eat oysters and shrimp. Dang. Curly fries. I wonder when they're gonna open. Well, I ain't got no dang money. I mean, I ain't got no cash. Well, let me take a peek in there. See what it looks like. They're working on it. They're working on it. You know, I wonder how much it costs to start up a place like this. Grilled shrimp sandwich. I wonder when they're gonna open. Well, you know, one of these days I'm gonna ask this guy, can I get the cutting off of the right hand side of that thing, that tall one? All he can say is no. But I've got a small one. It's called an ugly cactus. And it is ugly. But I'd like to have that cutting. Anyhow, You know, these little composters I made out of this two tiny cat buckets, and this one has no hub run. I installed a little faucet down here, and when I got scraps and stuff, boy, look at the maggots in there. Anyway, I put scraps in there, green stuff, you know, kitchen scraps, and this stuff makes a liquid as it's composting. And every once in a while, well, you know what, I'll make compost tea, and this compost tea, you can put on your plants. It's a good fertilizer, excellent fertilizer. And I can come out, let me get this. And I can come out here and I can drain this every once in a while. See that tea coming out of there? But you don't use this full strength. You dilute it with water. And I'm gonna go out there right now in a minute and fertilize that tomato plant. Okie dokie. It makes an excellent fertilizer. The plants love it. GoPro, stop recording. You know, this thing's growing so fast. But I'm gonna fertilize this. You know what? That'll take care of that, and I think I'm gonna go over and do them 2 pepper plants. Do this one here too. Back off on that a little bit. It's so hard doing this, working out of a that's got that. Working out of that. Now in 1956, My mom and daddy divorced in 1951, and in 1956, I had been living with my dad, and I decided I want to go stay with my mama a while, and that was in 1956. And her and my stepdad, he was a veteran, and he got a VA loan and bought this house. It was the house was at 5555 Moret Drive in Jacksonville, Florida. And those neighbors, that's probably think I'm or something, talking to myself. But we moved into this house. It was a 3-bedroom house, 5555 Moret Drive. And a while ago, just for the heck of it, is that a bus coming down the street? It sure is. Some kind of bus, or is that a motor home? That's the charter bus. That's a charter bus. Have a good day. Anyway, I decided to look it up on the internet. You go on the internet and put in the address, and then most of the time it'll show you it will show you information about the house, what it was sold for the last time it was sold, whether it's a rental or whether it's owned. But I looked it up. Now, when they bought that house in 1956, it was $5,999. And this was the whole subdivision they was building in there. It's called Cedar Hills. And and it in this particular house, they have one house in the whole subdivision that's a model home, and that's the one where they go in there and they sell all the other houses through that house there. And this being the model home, it was furnished. And boy, something smells to high heaven. I don't know what it is. It's not poop. Hey, guy. And this being the model home, the yard, they'd already put down sod. It was completely finished, had a yard in it and all that stuff. Where all the other houses they was building in there was no grass in the yard, and they weren't furnished. But this was just completely done. But it was $5,999. Well, I was looking on the internet a while ago. The last time it sold was $117,000. And right now the listed value of it is $194,000. You know, this right here, it looks like just a pile of yard waste and stuff, but underneath all this, all this trash or weeds. It's not weeds, it's palm trees or palm. There is you maybe can see some back there, the tops of them. There's aloe. And I mean nice big mature aloe plants. And I've been wanting to get hold of these people to see if I can get some of them, since they got them covered up with trash and don't seem like they want them. I'd like to get some out of there. Yes, I would. But I can't never catch these people. Now, I'll go over here a minute. But yeah, about that house being listed for that. It sold for $117,000. And when it was brand new and sold for $117,000, that means it's selling for over 10 times more than what it cost when it was new. Today is Sunday. How you doing, sir? So that means back in that day, I think how you doing, sir? I think my dad, my stepfather, and my mother worked for King Edward Cigar Factory. And she made not quite $1 an hour. Not quite $1 an hour. And my dad made, I think, $1.10 an hour where he worked. So that means how does that come out to now? Doing that same job they were doing then. That means the house now costs more than 10 times what it cost when it was new. Now they'll be making about, doing that same job, I doubt that they'd make more than $15 an hour. Which means that would be about 15 times more today than they would have made in '56. And the house is worth about 10 times. So the wages actually would be going up more than the value of the house. Of course, right now the value of the house is listed at $194,000. Y'all do the math. Y'all do the math. But wow, 55, 50, and also when you look it up on the internet like that, there is a it tells. Well, I done lost my train of thought. Anyway, that's just some food for thought. Just a little food for thought. I wonder if there's any kumquats on this tree down here. I think I'm gonna have a look. That's an old oak tree right there. Look how beautiful that is. I bet that thing's 100 years old. The thing's had a lot of cutting done on it. Alright, last time I was here there was kumquats all over this tree, but there ain't nothing on it now. Ain't nothing on it. See this cactus tree here? That cactus tree I showed you earlier in this video, the leaf fell off of that, and so it come from that. Matter of fact, every one I've got over there came from that. Yes, it did. Now this tree has had limbs cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has been cut off of that 5 times. Now that looks, I don't know what those are. Is that wisteria? Boy, the bees is working that. They're all over it. They are all over it. Yes, they are. You know, that's amazing. I wish I wasn't. I'm allergic to bee stings. If I wasn't, I'd try to have me a, what do you call that? I don't know. I don't know. But boy, they're all over it. What is that? A lot of brooms on it too. Bees is working it. GoPro stopped recording. Alright, I guess that's it for this video. Wow. You know, looking at that house wall go on the internet, there's a couple of trees in the yard. But Lord have mercy, that's been 50 years ago. 56. It's been about 60 years ago. I can see my bedroom window there. And you know, back then when they built houses like that, they didn't automatically come with air conditioning. We didn't have air conditioning in there. They had heaters in there, yeah, central air or central heat, but didn't have no central air. But that's the house that I was living in when I joined the Army in 1959. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. And Barbara, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you're sending me, well, it's quite a bit of money to me. It might not be to nobody else, but you're sending me a lot. And I hope you're not hurting yourself by doing it. Thank you so much. Folks, that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. And I'll see you in the next one. And here comes some traffic I need to watch.